Well, good afternoon, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Tony Daniels, you're one of these. I know, Tony, I'm still mad at you, bro. Still mad at you for taking Dak Prescott from me. You know that's my quarterback. Um, As always, this is the great time of the year if you're a Cowboys fan and if you're a Cowboys YouTuber. In fact, if you're just a football YouTuber in general, this is a great time of year because football is back. And nothing I love more than football. It's true. Nothing. Don't tell my wife. Nothing I love more than football. Don't tell her I said that. All jokes aside, we have some more news on our Dallas Cowboys. And this is literally Miss Jackie is going crazy right now. In fact, I think a lot of you probably will get a little upset by this news. But I kind of understand it because we don't really have anybody to replace him. And that is Anthony Brown will be starting this week. Dan Quinn said in the press conference, hang on for a second. Dan Quinn said in the press conference that Anthony Brown did his job. He's basically in a trail position for this game, and he did what was asked of him. And he will be starting this week against the Chargers. Here's the reality. As much as you guys are pissed off right now, and as much as you guys say, why are we starting that guy? It's real simple. It's really simple. Who are you going to start? Anthony Brown had tough sledding to go. He got a bad draw because Tampa Bay has a lot of good guys. They have a lot of good players on that team. They got all kinds of weapons, and yet, which means you can't double cover. You can't help in things. Diggs did great on Mike Evans. Literally shut him down, and that's where Tom Brady said, "Okay, listen, you can't roll the coverage over to him. We're going to go ahead and we're going to keep on working, Anthony Brown." And it's not like Anthony Brown is, semi-fuco, okay? You're talking about one of the guys who's one of the best wide receivers in football. It's never been a question of him having an ability because he's been one of the best wide receivers in football. The problem has been is the guy's a nutcake. He's got some mental issues. That's what's kept him off the field. It's not like that dude has been burning guys left and right. And here's the problem. Cowboys, you got nobody else. I mean, you could say put boss man fat, but he's a rookie out there who had COVID during OTAs and has been up and down. You got Nashawn Wright, who's a third-round draft pick too. He's not ready. Now, if you want to go ahead and handle business, let's call a spade a spade. Here's what's part of the problem with our game. Now, D-Law rated out as the number 2 edge rusher. I know we didn't get any sacks and stuff like that, and that's the measuring stick. But in the run game and pressures and everything else, he did the lion's share. He wasn't the problem. But the problem in general was we did not get enough pressure on Tom Brady. Now, of course, they got some officials that'll help Tom Brady as well to make sure that, you don't touch him. In fact, I think that there's actually a circle that they draw around Tom Brady. And if you get within that circle, that, you're going to get a flag. But here's the thing that's scary for our Cowboys as we get ready to play against the Chargers in LA. The Chargers going against Washington yesterday. One of two things. Either Washington is not as good a team as everybody said on that defense, or the Chargers have one hell of an offensive line because they only got pressured 12% of the time in pass coverage. Let me say that again. Washington could not get pressure on Justin Herbert. And if we had that same game, it's pretty much like this. If you give a quarterback enough time, even an average quarterback eventually is going to find receivers open. If you want to help Anthony Brown and your defense, you've got to get pressure on the quarterbacks. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You've got to get pressure on it so he does not have all day to pick you apart. And that was the failing of our defense is, and I'm not saying that they did a terrible job, because they didn't. They did, compared to what a lot of teams have done, they did one hellacious job against Tampa Bay. You think about what Kansas City did in the Super Bowl where they only scored 9 points. 9 points. The fact that we were able to score 29 points in there and go toe for toe and have a few things that had one or more of those gone our way, we walk away with the victory. But there's always going to be things that you can do better. Okay? And I see Miss Jackie is calling me here because I know she wants to vent. In fact, I'm going to call you back, Miss Jackie. I'm going to call you back when I finish this video. But if we want to be the team that we want to be, we have got to find a way to get more pressure on the quarterback. Sacks lead to big plays. Sacks leads to great field position. Sacks leads to turnovers because the quarterback might be trying to throw the football and their arms getting hit. The quarterback might be getting their arm swiped and the ball gets knocked out for a fumble. This is how you help Anthony Brown. He's going to start because the reality is you don't have somebody else that's going to replace him. And you could say, oh, well, sign this guy. Take somebody. You know what? It's hard being a cornerback when you're on the island against one of the best wide receivers in football. It just is. Just is. And not everybody can do it. And as much as we want to say Anthony Brown is the problem and we've got to do better, yeah, we do have to do better. Anthony Brown has to do better. But there's things that we can do to try and help him get better as well. And that's what Dan Quinn's got to come up with right now. So that's where we are. I hope you guys tune in tonight. We'll be live streaming early because of the Raiders versus Baltimore game tonight. We'll check it out and see, are the Raiders, because we do have to face them, for real? How will Baltimore weather having all the injuries? And we can wrap up week number 1. I'll see you then. Aren't those pretty? Aren't those pretty? We got quite a few things that are in the works here, guys. Look at this. Mike's been busy. All kinds of racks and trophies that we have to do for you guys. And I'll see you soon.